Hi everyone! Welcome to everyone who follows me on Intel's Teachers Engage online community, as well as those of you who follow my Sharing Technology blog. Today we're talking about coding, but rather than talking about the coding that I've done before, which is like Scratch, where kids put building blocks together, and that is one popular form of coding meant more for your elementary students, today I'm talking about actually writing JavaScript. Writing the actual code to make things happen. And I have two great sites to show you that work really well for teaching kids how to code. So let's get started. The first site I want to share with you is actually Khan Academy. They have a phenomenal set of lessons for students that can help them to learn how to do some computer programming and writing JavaScript. So I'm in here on Khan Academy, and you can see here it says Intro to JavaScript, Drawing and Animation. There are some videos you can watch to get started, but I'm going to go right ahead to this Drawing Basics and Intro to Drawing to give you just a small idea of how the tutorials run in this particular set of lessons. I'd like you to listen to just the first minute or two of the very first tutorial on how to draw.
Let's start programming. We need to begin with understanding shapes, the basics, but don't worry. Soon enough your shapes will be flying around the screen and changing colors and all kinds of other cool programming things. Just stay with us. So let's start with drawing rectangles. We type rect for rectangle, then open parentheses, and then 4 numbers. And I'll explain what these mean in a moment, and then a close parentheses, and at the end, we'll just put a semicolon. And look, amazing, a rectangle. And that was so neat, so let's do that again. We can try different numbers this time. Maybe, bigger numbers. And then smaller numbers at the end. And oh, hey, look, another rectangle. In fact, if we try changing this first number to make it smaller, it'll start moving. If we change this last number, make it bigger and then smaller, and it's just going to grow and then shrink.
After I get this intro to drawing and how to write some of the script, then I get a challenge. So you can see the second part, H is for Hopper, is a challenge to me, now that I've seen some of the introduction, to actually write some of the script, as you can see right down here. Then after I've successfully done that, I will go to another tutorial and learn some more. And again, they'll talk to me through a video and teach me, and then I'll get another challenge. So you can see here, this is just drawing basics. Next, I'll go into coloring. And in the coloring, I will have something similar, but you can see how the JavaScript is starting to get much more complex, and my drawings are starting to get more complex. It might seem like it's too easy in that maybe the video just teaches exactly what you have to do, but that's not quite the case. The video gives you the basics. And as the student, to write the script, I really do have to know what I'm doing. I can get some help underneath here as far as seeing some examples and what I need to do. So I've worked through a few of the tutorials already, and I have to say I've learned quite a bit about JavaScript and what it means and how computer programmers actually write the program. But I'm sure it's not still on a very basic level as far as what I'm learning, and yet it's deep enough and challenging enough for me as an adult. So I would definitely encourage you as a teacher and encourage your students to check out this Khan Academy computer programming tutorials and lessons. It's really, really good. And then I'd like to show you another site. The next site I want to show you for writing JavaScript is called CodeHS. Now this site you could use without an account. It just won't save the work you've done, or you can sign up and have an account and have all of your work saved. Teachers can do a setup for their class, and students can start right here with Start Coding. As you can see, they have 3 different hour-long tutorials. So there's Learning to Code with Carol the Dog. You can explore the Harry Potter data, or you can code your own graphics using JavaScript. I started out with the code for Carol the Dog. So we're going to go there, and you'll see the first thing that they have is an introductory video. It's about 2.5 minutes long, and after you watch a video you get the basic idea of how you're using examples of a dog in a grid, and you have to write the code to make certain things happen. So here we are, and it says I'm going to explore this example. They show me some code that's been written, and I can run the code right here and watch what's going to actually happen. The yellow dot is supposed to be the dog putting a ball down. Now that I've seen some of the code, the first exercise then is for me to look at, this is my starting world of what we're starting out with, and here's what I need to have happen by the end after I've written the code. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and give this one a try. Here's my starting point. I can see my result world. I do have kind of a cheat sheet when I first get started here to help me write some of the code, so let's go ahead and write some of this. So now that I've written the code very carefully, and I use this cheat sheet of commands to help me to write the different kinds, I want Carol to go forward 4 spaces and then take the ball. Let's run the code and see if it works. Success! And if I hit the click and continue, it shows me that I've done the program correctly and I'm ready to submit and continue. Well, writing JavaScript can be a bit challenging, so if you have younger students, I just wanted to add one more site for coding. This is not writing JavaScript, but rather just a site that your students can use the building blocks to build. This is called Hour of Code, and it's by Berkeley. So at the Berkeley University, they've created this little guy called Alonzo, and Alonzo can be programmed through bricks to make things happen. So for example, when clicked, he can go to, and then I can change these numbers and put what I need them to be. So let's say we put some numbers in there and we can actually see what happens when we click the little green flag. And you can see that he moved to a different location. You can also have the little guy say some things. When the little green flag's clicked, he'll go to that location and say hello. So it's just kind of fun. They also show you right down here some of the types of coding you can do. Again, this isn't quite writing JavaScript, but for younger students, they're able to use the brick coding in order to make things happen in an animation. This is actually step 4. There's quite a few steps you can go through. As you can see up here, there's 10 different steps, and you can learn quite a bit as you work through the tutorials. Well, I hope that by looking at a few of these sites on JavaScript coding that you are comfortable introducing this idea to your students. Students today are very interested in coding and computer programming, and it is definitely a field that many students look into for a possible career in the future. So have fun with these and let me know if they work for you or what you think of them. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season, and I hope that you find yourself healthy and that you're spending some time with family. All right, everybody, until next time, take care, and we'll see you soon.